It's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
20. You must be dreaming.
Check. Lucky.
Alert.
Lucky. Kill.
Topper.
Check 26. Check 26.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
At the 33-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a give to Peterson running right. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, Zoo. 52's the mic. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Hey, Mike 52.
Coming to you. 5-2's the mic. Mike 5. Regular.
Watch QB drop. Showing it.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Ingram hauls it in. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Tackles.
No. Check that. What, Mike 52?
It's going to be a long day.
Smooth. Mike 52. Alert.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
Go.
Deuce.
Shift.
Check.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check.
Ready? Monday.
52's the Mike.
We own them.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
5 wide. Bravo. They're running it.
Slam.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On first down, Allen. Now he'll escape to his right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. It's a foot race past the 20. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, in a great play for that defensive unit. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
56.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And the catch made by Johnson. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Allen now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
26 Mike. I don't think you got it, son.
After the sack on first down, Allen throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's get off the field. Let's
Hey, wahoo!
26 Mike.
Here we go. Gun.
26
Throwing is Allen on third. This is Johnson. He's got it. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
At the Niners' 48-yard line.
Switch.
Half 10. Hey, orbit.
From just shy of midfield, Allen, and he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
It's 3rd and 1.
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
I got it.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Back to the ground, Peterson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
From the 38, Allen finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
SOS.
3rd down, it's Adrian Peterson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Check 53.
2 minutes to play in his first half. 7-3, our score. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. They'll run now with Okoye. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Strong right. Let's go.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The tackle by Brian Dawkins. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And this one is right down the middle. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here's Michael Vick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he's going to keep it here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On third down, Vick. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go. Do it.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
No.
Right back to him on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Looking to throw on second down. Vick, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keith Bullock. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two.
Hey, box drop.
So after the INT, it's Allen, and he's got it. So the try for two successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Back to it after the pick six. Vick. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Six-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw on third down, Vick. Now Vick's stripped. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and he's got room. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Elam, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 33 and a first. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And now a carry here for their fullback. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
At the Titans' 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
He's crashing.
Now a carry for Okoye. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Here's Okoye. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards brings up 4th down. They'll run it. Here's Okoye. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Tight.
Bang, bang. Switch.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, Peterson. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Allen now looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Peterson. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Exit.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's Allen. Flushed out right. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worried about it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42, and he returns it into enemy territory. Down to the 45-yard line.
Intercepted. The Titans take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Watch the screen.
Hey, Haywood.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. Here it comes. Here it comes. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing him.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Lawrence Taylor in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Like 50, down 80.
Squeeze double. Heavy. Heavy. We got heavy. I got 83.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the Niners' 19-yard line.
They run again with Peterson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On third down, it's Peterson. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. We've now seen 3 consecutive 1-yard gains, and it brings up fourth down. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth.